Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Blox Fruits. Apologies if I sound bad, just woke up. But today we'll be showcasing kilo fruit, which is probably the most common fruit that they added. If we go over to the Blox Fruits dealer here and fall off into the ocean, apparently. I think it's like right under Chop. Oh no, right under Spring, right there. Kilo. It's the most common fruit they added, but it's an interesting fruit because its whole gimmick is like the higher you go, the more damage it'll deal. But it doesn't actually affect it. So this Lighten move is kind of useless actually, but we'll go into detail about what it does later. So the first move is 10,000 kilograms, which is what KG stands for in case you didn't know, but that's fine, bro. I didn't really get taught too much about weight in my school, so I really didn't know at first glance, but I assumed, kilo fruit was, kilograms, so yeah, I just took a guess, and I was right, so good job, me. But the first move is 10,000 kilograms, which is just a small AoE, and if we jump up, we'll have a little meteor effect, just like this. I'm just going to use Geppo, and boom. Just like that, nothing too special, right? And the next move is 20,000 kilograms, which you think, well, that's just going to be a stronger AoE, which guess what? You're completely right, it's just a stronger AoE, but it has a different variation where it does a forward rebound, where instead of just being around me, it'll actually attack forward, like so. Right? And then the next move, 50,000 kilograms, will actually do an AoE reverb effect where it constantly sends out shockwaves instead of just doing one shockwave, like so. I'm going to jump up here and I'll plop right on your head, my man. And I'll hit him for a lot, and it's really powerful. But as you can see, I can kind of just use these moves and deal the same amount of damage without needing to use the last move, Lighten, which is where I take out my little parasol and pull a Mary Poppins and ask you if you took your little sugar, little Timmy. Tell me, did you eat your sugar, my man? Please don't stab me with that percent. He stabbed me with his percento. So, we take out our little parasol and we can lighten up. Now, you have some movement with this, but it doesn't move too fast or, like, around. So, it's kind of useless, but it goes up very fast. And then you can use whatever. Bam. But there's one really big problem with these moves, and the fact that there's actually a maximum capacity where they can only go down for a certain amount of time. I had a live stream on twitch.tv/sheeptrainer where I went up to the maximum sky capacity. Yeah, I did that, where I could see the entire base plate, and then I decided to use 50,000 kilograms, and I tried to, do like a meteor recreation of me extincting the dinosaurs, because I was like, haha, this is gonna be so funny. But then I went down, and then I stopped before I was even close, and I, was able to use all these moves multiple times before I was actually able to land down. So I think, right about, here, if I were to use it, I think I would be able to land beforehand, which I'm going to try to. I'm not trying to go too high or anything, but we go, up to here, maybe. And if we were to use a move, so, let's go with, nah, let's just go 50,000, because why not? We just do this. I think we would land prematurely. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to land prematurely, definitely. Just like that, see? So there's a max capacity where you'll land before you actually land on ground, which makes these moves even worse. Along with the fact that, again, you can use these moves without needing to jump anyway. So Lighten's just really, really useless. But, Kilo isn't that bad. For a super common fruit, it's alright. It's kind of honestly, out of all the fruits that I've tested so far, I still think that the one I've had the most fun with is probably Spin, just because it's so funny to see your character's arms spin around. And I looked at the guy for the Spin fruit, right? Because I wanted to make the thumbnail. And I was like, I guarantee that nobody that has added Spin in their game knows what this guy looks like. Because they all make the Spin fruit wrong. Because I looked at him and I was like, he's using the Spin fruit in a completely different way. But I've gotten my hand on new fruit, but yeah, I'm like, it's insane. So there's the Kilo showcase. I'll stop rambling. As always, I hope you all like the game. Favorite game, like, comment, subscribe, like, good stuff. And as always, I will see you all in the next video.